In a recent broadcast from her kitchen in Springfield, Illinois, renowned health advocate and host Jane Miller shared an in-depth and passionate perspective on why apple cider should be considered the ultimate beverage for the holiday season. Speaking warmly from the heart of her cozy Midwestern home, Miller aimed to educate her audience on the underrated health benefits of this traditional drink, while offering creative ways to incorporate it into holiday routines. Her broadcast was not just a celebration of apple cider's comforting taste, but also an evidence-based exploration into its impressive nutritional profile and potential for enhancing well-being during the winter months. Miller opened the segment by drawing a clear and important distinction between apple cider and apple juice, two drinks often confused for one another. She clarified that apple juice undergoes extensive filtration and processing that removes most of its natural components, including fiber and essential plant compounds. Apple cider, on the other hand, is less processed and retains many of the beneficial nutrients that the juicing process tends to strip away. Miller candidly expressed her strong preference for cider, highlighting its rustic character, cloudy appearance, and richer flavor as clear indicators of its nutritional superiority. One of the key points Miller emphasized was that apple cider contains significantly more polyphenols than apple juice, up to 4 times more. According to recent data, polyphenols are naturally occurring antioxidants found in plants, and they are known for their protective effects against oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. These compounds play a vital role in reducing the risk of several chronic conditions, including type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and certain types of cancer. Miller described polyphenols as the unsung heroes of apple cider, and she urged viewers to appreciate the cloudy sediment that often collects at the bottom of a bottle as a sign of this richness. Another standout feature of apple cider, according to Miller, is its fiber content. Unlike apple juice, which is typically filtered to be crystal clear, apple cider retains some of the fruit's original fiber. This fiber, although minimal, can contribute to digestive health and help stabilize blood sugar levels. Miller affectionately referred to the fiber-rich sediment as gunk, noting that while it might not look pretty, it signals a drink that is far more beneficial than its filtered counterpart. If you see that layer at the bottom of your bottle, don't be alarmed, that's where the good stuff is, she explained with a smile. Miller went on to explore several scientifically supported health benefits of consuming apple cider regularly, especially during the colder months. One of the highlights of her talk was the drink's high flavonoid content. Flavonoids, another type of antioxidant found abundantly in apples, have been studied for their role in preventing cellular damage and supporting overall health. Miller shared findings from multiple peer-reviewed studies showing that diets rich in flavonoids are associated with lower risks of chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. This is not just about enjoying a tasty holiday beverage, she said. It's about protecting your long-term health with every sip. Another compelling benefit Miller discussed was apple cider's impact on brain health. She cited a notable study conducted by a respected university in Boston, which found that drinking fresh apple cider can enhance mental clarity and improve cognitive function over time. The study participants, who consumed apple cider regularly, performed better on memory and attention tests compared to those who did not. Miller emphasized how important it is to support brain health, especially as we age, and pointed out that including brain-boosting drinks like apple cider in one's diet can be a delicious and easy way to do so. Minerals were another focal point of Miller's presentation. She pointed out that apple cider contains small but essential amounts of key minerals that are often lacking in modern diets. One such mineral is iron, which plays a critical role in maintaining healthy blood circulation and supporting cognitive function. Although apple cider is not a major source of iron, it does offer trace amounts that can contribute to daily intake. More notably, a single 8-ounce cup of apple cider can provide up to 4% of an adult's recommended daily potassium needs. Potassium is essential for maintaining proper muscle function, regulating fluid balance, and promoting a steady heart rhythm. Every little bit helps, Miller said, noting how these incremental contributions to nutrient intake can add up over time. Beyond the health benefits, Miller also delighted viewers with practical and festive ways to enjoy apple cider during the holidays. Understanding that flavor and presentation matter, especially in social gatherings, she offered several tips to elevate the apple cider experience. One of her top suggestions was to add a cinnamon stick to each cup. Not only does this enhance the flavor with a warm, spicy note, but cinnamon itself has additional health benefits, including anti-inflammatory properties and blood sugar regulation. Another flavorful twist Miller recommended was to add a splash of orange juice or a squeeze of lemon juice to a glass of apple cider. These citrusy additions can brighten the drink's flavor profile and introduce extra vitamin C, further boosting its nutritional value. For those who enjoy a bit of sparkle during festive occasions, Miller proposed either purchasing non-alcoholic sparkling apple cider or creating a homemade version. By mixing regular apple cider with sparkling water, she advised sticking with non-sugary carbonated water to preserve the cider's health benefits. You can make your cider party ready without compromising on nutrition, she said enthusiastically. Miller also touched on the versatility of apple cider when it comes to serving temperature. While it can be enjoyed chilled straight from the fridge, warming it up adds a cozy, comforting element that's perfect for cold winter evenings. She reminded viewers that heated cider retains all of its nutrients, as long as it's not boiled excessively. Gently warming cider on the stove with added spices like cloves, star anise, or nutmeg can create a rich and aromatic holiday beverage that feels indulgent without being unhealthy. Toward the end of her segment, Miller summarized her main message. Apple cider is not just a seasonal treat, but a smart, wholesome alternative to the sugary beverages often consumed during the holidays. She encouraged families to make it a staple at their gatherings, not only for its delightful taste and nostalgic appeal, but also for its positive impact on health. In her words, apple cider bridges the gap between celebration and well-being. It allows us to enjoy the spirit of the season without sacrificing our health goals. Miller concluded with a heartfelt reminder to her viewers. Next time you're reaching for a drink at your holiday table, skip the soda or artificially flavored punch. Pour yourself a warm, spiced cup of apple cider and toast to better health. As the camera zoomed out from her warmly lit kitchen, viewers were left not only with a new appreciation for apple cider, but also with practical knowledge and inspiration to make healthier choices this holiday season and beyond. Her message resonated deeply, turning a simple glass of cider into a symbol of nourishment, joy, and mindful living. Thanks everyone for watching.